Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestle Realm. My name is Ryan, and in today's video, we're going to be giving you our predictions for Clash at the Castle in Scotland. That's right, we're getting a pay-per-view, a premium live event from WWE in Scotland. That's never happened before. It's literally just up the road from me. I can watch it from the comfort of my home and just know that it's in Scotland because we need it. And Scotland just got beat by Germany tonight, so I guess we're going to say, come on, Drew McIntyre. I don't know. But guys, we're going to be joined today by our good friend Charles over from Reselling for Charity. So we're going to play this intro and he will join us straight after. Welcome in, Charles. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great. Cannot wait for this pay-per-view for sure. Or live event. I'm still old school. It's still pay-per-view to me, you know.
It's a pay-per-view, but these days you don't pay per view because it's all on these streaming services and you pay once and you get 4 of them sometimes in a month, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty insane. So I get it though. WWE don't really do the pay-per-view anymore, but AEW still do it. You still have to pay for them for AEW. So I do like their ethos of business as well. It's a good one. But we're here today to talk about what's going on in Scotland because you may have known from my previous DMs over on Instagram, it's been a hard day for Scottish fans. We got absolutely gubbed, or they got absolutely gubbed. I'm an Englishman living in Scotland, so that's why I say we, even though I'm not one of them. Charles, what's your favourite pay-per-view of recent memory from the WWE?
I think WrestleMania last year.
39.
39. It was the one that really got me back into watching wrestling with you and the guys. We sat backstage on a stream and just chatted it up and had some fun. We acted like we were all sitting in the same room, but we were thousands of miles apart. It was really cool for me.
Interesting that you say 39. I never would have gone there. My instant mind goes to Backlash. Because of the crowd, because of the European crowd that was there, it just made the show so much better. There's been talks as to whether Scotland are going to stand up to France on the crowd level, so it could be interesting to see. I think you'll probably get more swear words at the wrestlers and stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely going to be fun. But guys, let's break it down. Okay then. So as I say, Clash at the Castle in Scotland, run by the WWE, first pay-per-view ever in Scotland. Very well deserved. Some great Scottish wrestlers on the show, not just Drew McIntyre. This is a little slideshow we put together with just some of the matches, so we will go through it. There's a gorgeous shot of the Hydro in Glasgow. It's just on the water's edge, right next door to the News STV building, right next door, so it's pretty cool. And we're going to get straight into it, guys. First match of the predicted pay-per-view that I'm going with is the WWE Women's Champion Bayley versus the Scottish Piper Niven. Piper Niven comes from Kilcoddy, I think it is, which is like 20 minutes away from the arena, so she's a very local girl. I'm going to go first with this one, guys. I'm going to be straight up and honest with you. Unfortunately, Piper Niven is not going to win this match. I feel like Piper Niven is only in this match because we are in Glasgow and we are in the Hydro. She has no storyline with Bayley. She hasn't had any storyline with Bayley. It feels like it's been very forced just for this pay-per-view, which is nothing against her. It's just, if WWE knew they were going to be coming here, they should have at least had some storyline going. So for me, and I love Bayley, and Bayley's over in the Europe. She gets the song sung for her. I don't even think she's going to be the heel. And it's hard to think that Piper Niven in her home country is going to be a heel. It's weird. So yeah, my prediction is Bayley to retain. What say you, Charles?
I'm going to go with Bayley as well. Like you said, there's no story between the two. There's no animosity. There's no history between the two. Again, like you said, if they wanted Piper to win it in her homeland, they should have built a story the last few weeks at least, something. But they just haven't. So I'm gonna say Bayley. That, and she hasn't held it very long. Now, what's next? SummerSlam. I see her losing there. Yep.
With the Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable.
This one's a tough one for me. I really enjoy Sami Zayn. His storyline. I've watched him for a couple years now. Chad Gable, I can't stand him. He's a younger Kurt Angle to me. He's a Greco-Roman guy. He's an on the floor wrestler, and that's great and all fine and dandy. Unfortunately, I see Chad Gable winning this match tonight.
Interesting.
I do. I see it. I think the writing's been on the wall. I think at some point Otis gets involved, of course, and wins it for him.
So you believe Otis is going to side with Chad Gable?
Yeah, I believe so.
Interesting. You don't think they're going to pull the trigger? Okay, I like that prediction. That's a good one. So you throw me for a curveball there, because I genuinely feel like Sami Zayn hasn't had this title long enough, and I think he should lose it again. I don't know. Is it wrong of me to say he should lose it to Gunther again, or is it now belittling of Gunther? Because Gunther says he's going for a bigger title and he's going to go and challenge people at SummerSlam. So maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but I would like to have seen the rematch between Sami and Gunther.
Yeah.
I again don't like Chad Gable. I agree that he is like Kurt Angle, although I absolutely loved Kurt Angle. That's why I don't like Chad Gable, because I feel like he's a carbon knockoff. Unfortunately, he's a great wrestler in his own right, and he's a phenomenal superstar. But the storyline just doesn't work for me. I would like Otis to absolutely beat his ass, and Otis get the pop that he deserves. I would like Chad Gable to lose and never be able to go for this title again. And then by the end of all of it, his alpha team has erupted. They've left him, and that gives him chance to go join the Creed brothers, because I believe him and the Creed brothers would be an awesome trio, and they could rival against Otis, Tozawa, and Maxine, because their two brothers do have a girl that's always around them, so it would work. So for me, Sami Zayn, I think, retains here. So we're against each other.
Yeah.
I like it. And guys, if you're watching this video, please comment down below your predictions, or what your predictions were before watching this after the fact. Let me know, what did you get right, what did you get wrong, what shocked you, what surprised you. And we might even be talking about a certain Uncle Howdy at the end of this video, so stay tuned.
Yes.
Okay, so next up we have at Clash of the Castle in Scotland, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. Where do I even begin with this thing? It just feels like it is forced for forcing's sake. It, again, as I said about Piper Niven, I believe that Alba Fire and Isla Dawn have been put into this tag team purely because they're Scottish and they're from Scotland. Kaylee Ray, the Isla Dawn character, Kaylee Ray, I believe that she's a better wrestler as Kaylee Ray, as her Scottish firecracker persona, than she is this tag team thing. So I don't think that they're going to win it, even though they're in Scotland. And I just want to say rest in peace to the family members involved. I know that there was a death in the family very recently regarding Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, so just want to say rest in peace for them. But unfortunately, I don't think WWE are going to be sympathetic or anything like that, so I don't think that they're going to win the title. I don't, honestly, just to cut this short because I'm going long-winded, I don't think anyone beats Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill till WrestleMania or Royal Rumble. I think those two keep the titles for a long time. They show how dominant they are between the two of them, and then the cracks start to break and they have a WrestleMania feud, because that's where it has to go for me.
All right. I don't think your firecrackers are going to win for sure. Like you said, I think they were put there because they're in Scotland. It makes, hometown girls, let's do it. Shayna Baszler is always Stark. I don't know much about them. Shayna Baszler, she just reminds me of a knockoff Ronda Rousey to me.
Yep. They're both UFC fighters.
I don't, because I haven't seen or heard much out of them, but I'm going to go with you and say Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill retain for sure. She's good. Honestly, I think Bianca Belair is a better wrestler than Jade Cargill for sure.
Oh yeah, I would 100% guarantee agree with you. Jade Cargill is very, very green, and you can tell that.
Yes.
That's why when she came over from AEW, WWE kept a hold of her for 6 months before they even put her on screen, because they just needed to make sure that she could work the WWE style. And I still don't think she's quite there. But she's a goddess. Her physique is the best I've ever seen on a woman. Let's move on. Next one is for you. The undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles in an I Quit match. So just to give you a little bit of background, in the WWE, there have only ever been, I believe, 6 I Quit matches in the history. Cody Rhodes has never participated in an I Quit match in his entire wrestling like journey. AJ Styles has competed in 6 of them and has won 4 of them. So there's a little bit of background for you on the 2 of them. And this was Cody's idea. So I'll leave it to you.
This one's a hard one for me because we've been saying how long they've been holding titles. I don't think Cody's had it long enough for sure. But at the same time, this gives him a chance to win it back next time if he loses to Styles tomorrow night, tonight, whenever you're watching this. Man, this one's... I'm like 50-50 on this one. Can they both win?
There is a way that both of them win, and I will give you that with my prediction. There is you can't technically both win, but there's a scenario that I believe that can happen where one guy wins and another guy doesn't win, but he still wins in the process of losing, if that makes sense. I don't want to give too much away, but just know that the TNA are involved with WWE now and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah. Oh man. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say Cody Rhodes retains.
Interesting.
He retains for sure. Yeah.
So AJ will say I quit.
Yeah. Either way, it's going to be one hell of a match. One hell of a match.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. The last match was probably match of the year for me. The one that they had at Backlash.
Yes.
It was fantastic. So my prediction is Cody Rhodes retains because AJ Styles says I quit. Now, the story behind this, be the booker kind of thing I'll do, is last week on SmackDown, I think it was, AJ came out and he was in a suit and he gave us basically the Mark Henry treatment. He said he was going to retire, and then Cody came out to the ring and he was like, no, I'm not going to retire. I'm going to have one more match with you and it's going to be an I Quit match. That's kind of what Mark Henry did. He said he was going to retire and then body slammed John Cena in the middle of the ring and said, I'll never retire. It was very similar. Then all the TNA WWE merger stuff starts going around, talks of people joining, and certain wrestlers have already come over and done stuff, especially in the females section and stuff like that. I think this is a perfect way for AJ Styles to go back to TNA for a little bit by saying on a WWE live show that I quit, and actually meaning it, and actually leaving the show WWE and going to TNA, and that draws eyes from the WWE crowd over to TNA. And vice versa. So I think that that's where they're going to go with this. Because why else would you call it an I Quit match the week after he fakes his retirement?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think he's going to say I quit and then shock us all by returning at TNA. That's where I'm going with it. I don't think Cody loses this till Mania next year at least. I think Cody will still have this title against The Rock when they face off at some point.
Okay.
Move on to the final slide and the main event of Clash at the Castle. WWE World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest, El Capione versus the Scottish psychopath from the town not literally 6 miles from where I live, Ayr, Scotland, the one, the only Drew McIntyre. This one, I'm going to go first with Charles, and I'm going to give you the final prediction of the night here. I absolutely 100% cannot stand Damian Priest as champion. I think he is lame. I think WWE dropped the ball. They should have made Finn Balor champion. because Finn Balor was the first ever Universal Champion, which therefore then turned into Roman's title, but he had to relinquish it because of an injury, and we got the Roman Reigns run that we got. I think they should have put it on Finn Balor. I think Finn Balor is such a better leader in the Judgment Day than Damian Priest. But my prediction for this match, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Drew McIntyre is not going to win. We haven't seen CM Punk on TV for 3.5 weeks. CM Punk is going to make an appearance in Scotland. CM Punk is going to cost Drew McIntyre the title again, I believe. Because I believe that the feud belongs between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk at SummerSlam for the title. And I personally believe that CM Punk could take it off Damian Priest at Money in the Bank. I know this is long-winded, guys.
Okay.
But it works in my head. I think Drew McIntyre losing in Scotland makes him even more of a badass heel than it ever would, because he will never shut up about it, and it will be amazing. Because I also believe that they're going to come back to Scotland one day, and I think they're going to pay off with him winning then. So yeah, my prediction is just long-winded. Damian Priest wins, but only because of shenanigans from CM Punk. If CM Punk is not involved in the match, then my prediction is wrong. CM Punk has to be involved in the match. That's my prediction. What say you, my friend?
It's funny the direction you went with that, because I think CM Punk will be involved as well. But I'm gonna say Drew McIntyre is going to win, because CM Punk is going to cost Damian Priest the title tomorrow night. That way, it's him and Drew next time. He's going to come out looking like the good guy all of a sudden, and then they'll fight.
I like it. Drew's there, always paranoid of CM Punk behind his shoulder, but really Drew doesn't need to be paranoid, because CM Punk's real target tonight is Damian Priest. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. That flips the switch, that plays mind games with Drew McIntyre, that gets in his head. I really like that. I never thought of that.
That gets Drew thinking, oh, CM Punk's on my, he's okay. He's Team McIntyre. And then, Monday night they're going to turn on each other.
I really, I want that to happen now. That'd be even cooler, because it would get the ultimate glory of winning in Scotland in the Hydro. Drew's an amazing wrestler and an amazing guy. And
oh yeah,
he definitely deserves it. He was champion through COVID and all that kind of stuff, and that was terrible. He held this title for 5 minutes and 35 seconds. They've just been messing with him for so long, but he's just signed a new deal with WWE, so I do believe he's in it for the long haul, and that's where I kind of went with my predictions. But I like that we're different. So you believe Drew is winning? And
I believe he's going to win. Interference from CM Punk in his favor.
I like it. Okay, well, that was our predictions, guys. WWE Clash at the Castle in Scotland. Again, I've been Ryan. That's been... Did you see that? That was weird. What was that? 1 second.
What was that?
Whoa, Uncle Howdy?
Okay.
Are you here with us, Uncle Howdy? Hello? Have you got the whole world in your hands? Because I know Scotland haven't got it in their hands in the Euros, I'll tell you that. Charles, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about Uncle Howdy, because we do have a countdown that's currently going on the WWE, or one of the QR codes, that is leading us to Monday Night Raw. But a lot of things have been going down, a lot of things have been said. Nikki Cross, we do know, is a part of the new coming Wyatt 6 crowd. Nikki Cross is also from Glasgow, and I believe that this pay-per-view could end and we get the WWE logo in the corner. I think it could end with a possible sighting of Uncle Howdy and the bride, because I believe the bride under the white veil is Nikki Cross.
Okay.
So I think we could get an unveiling of that, and maybe Michael Cole losing his shit on commentary, like, oh my god, and then it cuts to black.
Oh yeah.
And then the next thing you see from WWE on Monday night is Monday Night Raw, when that clock runs out, and we get the full reveal of the Howdy 6. That was what I would love to happen.
Yes. definitely.
Can you see that happening in Glasgow with Nikki Cross connection and all that kind of stuff?
The countdown looks like something's going to happen for sure. Like you said, Monday, because that's when the countdown ends, is when Raw would start. I would hope that they would do something soon because they keep dragging it out. Personally, I mean, they've got a lot of people who aren't really involved with wrestling interested in it for sure. Yeah, there's the countdown right there.
Yeah, it's on 6 days now, but that was just because I screenshotted that on Monday night. It says, "You refused salvation. The reckoning is inevitable."
Yeah,
I've absolutely loved the QR stuff. It's been fantastic.
Yes, I'm excited to see what direction they go with the group. Of course, I wasn't really into wrestling when Uncle Howdy was around the first time, or Bray Wyatt. I know the Bray Wyatt story. I know the Uncle Howdy story a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. I think something will happen tomorrow night, Saturday night at Clash at the Castle, and then of course Monday night. I think it's going to be the big reveal for sure. And I can see the live. I can see the live event ending, like you said, Michael Cole losing his shit, and yeah, for sure.
Just visually, and I can hear it. Yeah, Pat McAfee or Michael Cole just absolutely losing their crap.
Yeah,
and maybe being scared again or something. I just think it'd be cool.
Huddling in the corner, holding each other. Yeah.
Cool. Then we have the Wrestle Realm guys, all things wrestling. Please, if you enjoyed these videos and you like these kind of stuff, we're going to be doing these for all the pay-per-views going forward. I'm going to be live doing reactions and live streams for Raw and SmackDown. And Charles from Reselling for Charity is more than welcome to join me on all of those.
I will make as many as I can. You know that. So.
Yeah, I know you will, brother. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure breaking down and predicting Clash at the Castle WWE. Yeah. Again, you've been Charles. I've been Ryan. This has been Wrestle Realm. And I hope that you guys have a great evening, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Goodbye.
Bye.